What's up? So this isn't my usual sort of video, but I basically just want to make a video talking about good plugins, like both like synths and effects, good sound banks, just basically set you up for generally what you're going to need. So obviously first off, I'm going to say you need Serum. And a free alternative for Serum is Vital. I've never personally used Vital, so I can't like vouch for it, but I've heard a lot about it. I've watched videos on it. It seems like a solid alternative. But with Serum, for presets in like the 2HOLLIS realm, obviously you got Shinju 1 through 4, their period kits, like from his remakes of 2HOLLIS stuff. Then obviously my presets. Hey It's Shark also does a lot of presets. And next for the plugins, I'd say Analog, very solid all around plugin. Like it's just a real big 22,000 presets. So I mean that's a lot of presets. And then this is one plugin that I've found recently. It's called Sublab XL. And this is a really good, like, it's a whole plugin just dedicated to sub basses. And like, let's go through some of these. I mean, like, you hear it, like, they're all fire. I mean, like, I could just, they're all just gas. Solid, solid plugin right there. And really, with just Serum, Analog Lab, and Sublab, like, that's really all you need on the plugin front. I'd also recommend Spire, which has a lot of like EDM sounds and like cool sequences. I mean, I could go through these all day, but Spire is gas. A lot of like 2HOLLIS EDM sounds in there. Next, I want to talk about effects. So the number one plugin that like changed my life was Serum Effects. Put this on everything. It's so good. For me, I like putting it on vocals especially, but if you mix it with like Sublab, like if I go ahead and just lay down a little bass line, and then go ahead and throw that in this insert. Now let's add some Serum effects. So that takes it from this to this. Now the next plugin I want to talk about is Kickstart. Now, Kickstart, you can use the free demo, and the free demo is an unlimited demo. All of the plugin is unlocked, but it doesn't save your preset. and you can only use one instance at a time. But it's like a $15 plugin. If you're broke, just say that. That's all I'm gonna say. But you'll recognize this sound like immediately when you hear it. And if you watch my videos, you'll see that I use this a lot. And basically what this does is it sets you up to have that 4 on the floor kick and have the sub like basically side chained out of the way. Editing clueless here. I realized I forgot to mention another big use of kickstart for me. So what I'll do is I'll take my kick pattern here, which let me go ahead and make a more interesting kick pattern. So now I've got my kick pattern. What I'll do is I'll add a MIDI out, put it on port 1, and then just copy paste the kick pattern there. Then I'll go to kickstart, settings, input port 1, which is the same as this MIDI out. So if I put this on 3, I'd go in here and put this on 3. Basically just make sure those two numbers are the same. And then up here, change it to MIDI. And now take a listen to how it gets affected. Now it only goes when this MIDI out is going. So if I bring this back to 4 on the floor, maybe I want to have it halftime. And I feel like for me, that makes me able to make it a lot more dynamic. And what I'll sometimes do is have a pattern that's like literally just the kick in that MIDI out, and then come in the playlist and just use this as a kick right here. That way they're just in one file, I guess. They're like combined into one thing. Because another thing is I do my drums in the playlist a lot. So having the kick and the MIDI out in the playlist like this lets me create more unique kick patterns, have more variations, more fills. Instead of having to make a pattern unique every time, I can just go, oh, I want to make a little stutter there. There's a little stutter there. It took no extra effort, no extra clicks. And I don't have to copy over the MIDI out or anything. It's just all right there. That's all. Back to the video. And another plugin that you can do that with, that I would also recommend for this 2HOLLIS type stuff, is LFO Tool, which is another Xfer plugin. And this is like a whole plugin just dedicated to LFOs, and it's got a bunch of really good presets. So like I'll just try this random preset. But basically, like, this is a crazy plugin, and it ooh. That's it right there. So you feel what I'm saying. You hear what I'm saying. Next, I'd say EFX Motions. And the whole like EFX suite, but especially EFX Motions. The stock presets on here are crazy. And also, Hey It's Shark does EFX Motions presets. And there's there's not really a lot of people out there making presets for this that I've been able to find other than Shark. So I'll have that link below if you have this plugin. But this is like, it's just an everything plugin. Like you got filter, volume, pan, and like all these different effects, repeat. It's just like a crazy plugin. So this is only EFX motions, nothing else. I mean, you hear what I'm saying. That is a terrible preset for We'll add some serum effects on this too. And then we'll go ahead and go to one of my serum preset packs. Actually, we'll go to my compilation kit, and there's this one preset in here that I want to use. And then what you gotta do is you gotta not pull up that plugin. You gotta go to another instance of serum, add the noise, take the oscillator off, distort it, then EQ down, turn it up a bit, and then layer that with this, but just make it like short. And you can already hear, like, that's it. And then as for drum kits, I'd recommend literally any Cashmere kit, just because these are like pretty like industry standard EDM, and like they're just like solid like industry sounds. And you also want like the filthy lucrative kit for more like gold type tracks. Like he's got a bunch of crazy hard 808s and like real good for that gold type sound. And then really like the best advice that I can give you is go on Reddit r/drum kits and download everything. Like just go on there, and I'll go ahead and show you right now my personal kit stash. We go ahead and open this up. Uh, let's just look at the properties. Let it load for a second. I have 81 gigabytes of drum samples just on my hard drive. That's not including on any external drives. So, like, really, the best advice that I can give you is to just acquire as much stuff as you can. Reddit, Cymatics does free kits. Like, just do everything you can to have as much stuff as possible. Like, when I search snare in here, look at how much stuff I have. Like, that's gotta be 1,000 snares, at least. And then go ahead and search kick. Same thing. Another 1,000 kicks. And the thing is, you just want to have every possible sound at your disposal. And that's also why I say it's so important to learn the plugins that you're using. Like, even if you're not learning it like straight from scratch, like, you can still at least look at this and see. When you hover over stuff, it'll tell you what things do. And just do everything that you can to learn these plugins to the best of your ability, especially Serum. Because I think, like, when you're creating your own music, your sound design is like you. Everyone's sound is like their own. And as much as you can, like, try to copy 2HOLLIS or whatever, you gotta find a way to take it as inspiration but make it original and organic. And the way to do that is to take these presets and these sounds and understand how the plugin works so that you can make it your own. And really, that's all I can think of for now. This is just a question that I get asked a bunch, is what plugins and things like that people should get. I hope this helps you out. I'll have a bunch of this stuff linked in the description, and I'll link some of my stuff, Shark and other people that I know will have what you're looking for. So thank you for watching. Thank you for all the people that buy stuff. Have a good night.